Yo, what's good, combo crew? It's the one only combo of Zay and Tech catch you another super hot fire banger, man. And today I'll be showing you how to create the ultimate greatest Steph and Curry build in NBA 2K23 next gen. Make sure you shatter the like button, make sure you smash the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the noti bell, and make sure you say Steph Curry is the greatest point guard of all time in the comment section below, because we're making a Steph and Curry build. So thank you guys so much. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers right now. We're trying to get to 200. So I really appreciate you guys a lot. And now let's get into the build. And for the position, you're going to go with point guard because it's the position Steph Curry plays in real life. And for the hand, I'm going to go with right. You can go with left or right. It's really your preference. I'm going to go with right because I like to shoot with the right hand. And I'm right-handed in real life, so I'm going to go with right hand. And for the jersey number, this doesn't matter. You can pick whatever jersey number you want. I'm going with 30 because that's Steph Curry's jersey number. So you can go with it. You can go with your favorite number, your favorite player's number. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect your build at all. And now, let's get into the body settings. For the height, you want to go with 6'2" because the height Stephen Curry is in real life. And for the weight, you're going to go with 185 pounds because that's what he weighs in real life. Going off all realistic stats here, so that's same for the wingspan. You can go with 6'4". And for the body shape, you can go whatever you want. I'm going to go with compact because Stephen Curry is not really big and he's not like that skinny. So I'm going to go with compact, and I also like the way it looks on my player. So I'm going to go with compact, but you can go whatever you want. And now let's get into the finishing. And for the finishing, for the close shot, you're gonna go with a 70 close shot because Stephen Curry is one of the best finishers in the NBA with layups and stuff. So you want to go with a 70 close shot. And for the driving layup, you want to go with a 90 driving layup because he can do like literally every type of layup. He could do a layup when he's on the ground and an NBA game. He can do like all types of layups and stuff. So you want to go with a 90 driving layup. And for driving dunk, you want to go with a 36 driving dunk because you want to get the ring racers driving dunks just so you can dunk sometimes. Like every 200 years you can dunk, but you still can dunk. So you want to go to a 36 driving dunk. And for the standing dunk, you're going to go to 25. And for the post control, you're going to go with a 50. So you could do a little bit of post moves because Curry's pretty good at that, but we need to take some attribute points for shooting. So you want to go with all these finishing attributes. And now, let's get into shooting. And for the shooting, for the mid-range, you want to go with an 80 mid-range because he's really good at shooting mid-ranges, but it's not as good as a three-pointer. And so we just had to take some off for the mid-range to put on the three-pointer. So that's why for the three-pointer, we're going to go to 95 three-pointer because Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. So you're going to have to give him a really, really high three-pointer. If it's not a 99, at least like a 95 or anything higher than that. If you give him anything lower than that, that's just straight disrespectful because he's the greatest shooter of all time. But you want to go to 95. And for the free throw, as always, we're going to go with a 70. I went with a 71 here because I had an extra attribute point, and that's where it told me to put it on. So you can go with a 71. And this is what you want to go for the shooting. And now, let's get into the playmaking. And for the playmaking, for the pass accuracy, you want to go with an 85 pass accuracy because he's really good at passing, and you need an 85 pass accuracy to get his pass style. So I'm gonna go with an 85. And for the ball handle, we're gonna go with a 90 ball handle because he's one of the greatest ball handlers of all time, besides Kyrie and Allen Iverson. He's like definitely like top 10 greatest ball handlers of all time. So you want to go with a 90 ball handle. For the speed with ball, you want to go with an 85 because you're still really quick with the ball. So you want to go with an 85 speed with ball. So this is what you want to go for all the playmaking attributes. And now let's get into the defense. And for the defense, for the interior defense, you're going to go with a 25 because he's really small and he's not the best defender in the interior. So you want to go with 25. And for the perimeter defense, you want to go with a 70 because he's also not the greatest perimeter defender. He can guard a little bit. He's not like super terrible, but he's not super good. So you want to go with a 70 perimeter defense. And for the steal, you want to go with an 80 because he's decent at getting steals. He doesn't do it as much still, but he used to do it all the time, like 2016, 2015. But you want to go with an 80 steal. And for the block and offensive rebound, 25. And for the defense rebound, you want to go with a 36 defensive rebound because he's not the greatest rebounder. He can still definitely get rebounds when it's like off the backboard or off the rim. So you want to go to 36 defensive rebound. That's what you want to go for the defensive attributes. And now let's get into the physicals. And for the physicals, for the speed and acceleration, you want to go with an 84 speed and acceleration because he's pretty quick. For point guard, he's really quick actually. But you want to go with an 84 speed and acceleration. And for the strength, you want to go with a 45 strength because he's not the strongest. He's definitely not the strongest. He can't like really bully anybody, but he usually just cooks them with his ball handling and then just shoots a 3 over them with his 95 3-pointer. So you want to go with a 45 strength. For the vertical, this doesn't matter. We just put it on 54. And for the stamina, you want to go with a 99 as always because you need to run around the court. Unless you want an inhaler, you want to be breathing out an inhaler the whole time. You're gonna need an inhaler every 5 seconds. So you want to go to 99 stamina. That's what you want to go for all the attributes. And now let's get into the takeover. And for the takeovers, for the primary takeover, you want to go with limitless range because, I mean, he literally pulls up from half court and just shoots it like he's shooting a mid-range or anything. Like, that's how good he is from shooting it from deep. So you want to go with limitless range. And for the secondary takeover, we're not going to give him spot up position, even though it's one of the best takeovers in the whole entire game. We want to make this as realistic as possible. So we're going to go with ankle breaking shots because, I mean, he can literally break your ankles because he's one of the greatest ball handlers of all time. He will literally just snap your ankles with the Curry slide. But you want to go with these takeovers because I think they're the best for a Steph Curry type build. And this is what you want to go for the takeovers. And now let's get into the outro. And as you see, we have built a 3-level shot creator. We are similar to Steve Nash, Trae Young, and the best of all, Stephen Curry, because we're trying to make a Stephen Curry build. So I really recommend you make this build if you want to be like a comp pro-am guard, or if you want to be like a comp guard in general, so you can grind your badges with the 70 free throw and stuff, so you can get all the stuff. The only weakness this build has is the defense. It's not even really that bad. You could still definitely play defense if you're skilled enough at the game. So this is what you want to make if you want to become the greatest point guard ever. And I'm out, man. Peace.